Hi love bugs, what's up? It's your girl Samantha Portia, and I'm back again with another video for you guys. So like I do on all of my videos, I like to take this time out and welcome those of you who are visiting this channel for the first time, seeing this video for the first time. I hope you guys feel home here enough to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications. That way whenever I drop a new video, you guys won't miss it and we get to hang out again. And to my love bugs, I want to thank you guys so much and give you guys this time of recognition. And thank you guys for the continued support and engagement. I definitely see y'all. I love you guys so much. And yeah, y'all. Y'all know I always got some story for y'all. Y'all know I always do. Okay, so today, in today's video, I'm going to talk to y'all about the time my ex, the first time my ex, one of his like side pieces or whatever, I don't know what they were, but this was one of the times that they reached out to me via social media. And as I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about on the video, this came up. And it's such a laughable thing because it's so unexpected. Again, like I never think like these things will ever happen to me. Of course I hear these stories, but you never think that's gonna ever happen to you. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys know the story behind one of his little side pieces hit me up. And this is a disclaimer, y'all. I'm from the hood, but I have to contain myself, because I don't want to seem unprofessional to certain future possible partnerships. So I censor myself in a way to where you guys still get it, and I said this in my other video, the girls that get it, and the girls that don't, just don't. But I do filter myself in that way because of that reason. Anyhow, enough of the rambling. So let's get into this tea, y'all. For me, it was the fact that it wasn't so much so that he cheated, but it was the fact of how he went about it afterwards. And anytime I tell this story to people, I say the same thing because this is genuinely all that I ever wanted. Just simply apologize. Like you played the game, you got caught. Just apologize. Like I think that's the most, guys want to be macho and manly and all of that. I think that's one of the most manliest macho things that you can possibly do as a man. And I'm not a man, y'all, so I can't really tell you like how they think, but in my views, I feel that, okay, if you messed up, said something, whatever the case may be, just admit it. Damn, I messed up. You know what? You're right, I messed up. And I think guys, like especially him, he had this complex of being the cause of destruction, or being the blame, or being the, and it's not really about playing the blame game, but at that point when everything had came to the light, that's what it became. It became a blame game. Another video, because that's not what this is about. So me and my friend at the time, we were just at my house, and I was just trying to adjust after the whole drama. Like everything came out, y'all. It was a whole thing, and it took me on a mental and emotional roller coaster all at the same time, because prior to everything coming out, we had our own issues, you know what I'm saying, like that we were dealing with. But little did I know cheating was what he was pushed to at the time. So he says. So me and my friend was just at the house or whatever. And I was just, at the time, I was doing a lot of hair. I was doing a lot of wigs, colors, and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time on social media, specifically Instagram, because I was figuring out like how to post and, you know, market my business and everything like that. Still trying to keep my dream alive in the midst of my whole world like falling apart at the time. So I'm just on Instagram, you know, doing my regular, and I get this message. And y'all, it wasn't just like no regular like message, no, hey, what's up, no, none of that. This message was like novels, like books and books and books, like continuous writing. And y'all, I like to play the devil's advocate when it comes to stuff like that, because I say, oh, nobody's gonna read that, who's gonna read that? But then I still end up going through and like skimming, like, oh bitch, let me find something that I don't like, I'm finna read you, like, you know, that's like, I still skim through anyway. But why the message was like stood out so much was because my Instagram page was still new, so it wasn't really like I got a whole bunch of like DMs and stuff like that. Like I got, you know, a good amount, but nothing to that extent. So when I like opened the message, instantly I'm like, oh, this person is really in their feelings. Like that was my initial thought, like, wow, they are really in their feelings. So I was nosy, y'all. I was nosy. And the first line of the messages, like she knew to say this to like draw me in. It was, oh, you need to come and get your man such and such, because he can't appreciate a real woman like me. He needs a woman like you, you know, a trans woman, and this, that, and the other, third, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you know, 9 was right behind him. So I was like, okay, I don't really know like how to take this. Like, are you trying to bait me into a fight? Are you trying to like say something that you think is gonna like offend me, hurt my feelings or something? And like the fact that his name is coming up is not really helping like your case, but the fact that his name is coming up, I am intrigued. Carry on. So I knew, right? I knew what I was dealing with and what I had to do. So my friend was there and I was in such disbelief, and I was like, girl, you wouldn't believe what I just read. Like, what's going on? So I show her the messages and whatever, and she's reading. She's like, girl, what the hell? Like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play the nice guy, and I'm not gonna let just these little frivolous words get to me, because I have a bigger goal at hand. I've been dying to figure out what was going on prior to my breakup. Like, what was this dude doing while we was together and I was trusting him? Like, I gave you like everything. Like, baby, you had keys to my heart, you know? Like, we was doing everything half and half, everything like it was a team thing. And then all of a sudden, you cheating. After 5, 6 years, like, okay, no, now I want to know, like, what's going on? So I was like, let me play the role. Like, let me play the role. I'm like, oh, you know, that's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Da-da-da-da, whatever, whatever. You know, just to massage her, you know, get her relaxed and stuff like that so she can open up. Which she did. And she was going back and forth, you know, with everything. And she was just like, oh, you know, dealing with the death, you know, my father, and he left me all of this money and these houses and this, that, and the other stuff that I don't care about. Like, she's bringing it up to me as if I'm like supposed to feel less than her in some way. I'm assuming is what she was doing. So I'm like, oh yeah, girl, that's crazy. Wow. She's like, oh, he's always going on telling me, why can't I just, you know, wake up and do my makeup and do my hair? And, you know, he's always bringing you up and comparing me to you, and, you know, all of these things, and showing me pictures and this, that, and the other. So, you know, I was like, is he really? Wow, that's crazy, you know, because I think you're beautiful. You know, he shouldn't do that. You know, comparing you to me, we're different people. So at this point, I'm massaging her. I'm giving her the therapeutic treatment, because bitch, I'm about to get on your good side so we can get all into the tea. So that's actually what happened. And after we conversed, you know what I'm saying, via social media, she was like, oh, you know, why don't you come over? And then, you know, we can have some drinks and we can talk, blah, 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 like that. So I was like, I don't think I should go, you know, but I want to, because I am nosy. I want to know what was going on. Tell me, baby, tell me. I want to know. So I was like, girl, because, you know, my friend was there. I'm like, girl, listen, we finna get in this car and we finna go over here, because I'm, baby, this is like closure for me. I need to know. Feed me, give me the tea. So we get in the car and we go over there, y'all. And it was really dark. So what I can remember was, it was really dark. So that was making me nervous already. And I kind of feel bad. That's why I brought my friend with me, because bitch, if something happened, it's not gonna happen alone, just to me. No, it's not, I'm not gonna be alone. Like, let's just say that. And at least somebody will be there to, you know, tell the story. So we pull up or whatever, and it was dark, and we get out the car, and like we texted her. Well, I was texting her, and I'm like, oh, we're here, we're outside. So she comes outside. Y'all, she's this drunken, broken-hearted mess. And this is the shade, though. The thing about it, when you do people wrong, or when they feel like they're heartbroken, they're like, they are going to air you out like dirty laundry. They are going to air you out. We see it time and time again, especially with Black hip-hop and relationships and blog sites. They will air you out because you did them wrong, or at least they felt like it. So what else do you expect? Like, they're gonna tell. But yeah, y'all, they will air you out when, like, they feel like you broke their heart, do them wrong. Like, I've done it. Let me tell you. The dudes I messed with in the past, they will tell you, and y'all, I done calmed down a lot. Listen, why's my hair sticking up like that? That's crazy. Listen, y'all, I have calmed down a lot, and that's mainly because, make sure my hair is right. That's mainly because I don't have no time for nobody's son, child. I fell in love with money. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. I fell in love with being successful. I fell in love with me. So I haven't even been allowing nobody's son to think like they even have the opportunity. So like now these days, it don't even give what it used to, you know, like, and I value my peace. Anyway, let me get back on topic because y'all know I be all over the place. So she comes out and she's like this drunken, heartbroken mess, right? And she's like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Wow. Da, da, da. Now, remind you, her thing was, because I like, first impressions are lasting impressions with me. And her first impressions was, you need to come and get your man, such and such, because he cannot handle a real woman like me. And he need a trans woman like you, is what she said. So yeah, okay, yeah, oh my God, I'm so beautiful. Wow, oh wow, so are you. Wow, you're gorgeous. Look at you. And he tells you need to do your makeup for what? What do you need to do makeup for? You look absolutely stunning. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah. So she invites us in, y'all. And she had her gun with her. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not afraid of nothing, but I'm also not a fool. But, you know, she pulls her gun out. She puts it on the table. Oh, no, because, you know, you know, I want to make sure, like, everything was good. I'm just protecting myself and being safe. And, yeah, girl, you're fine. And, like, she had this weird-ass, y'all, she had this weird-ass picture. And I think it was of her dad. But the whole thing about it, what made it so weird was the fact that the dad passed. And it's this a big, like, ancient picture. Like, have y'all watched the movie Matilda? And, like, the picture of Matilda's dad when it was, like, not Matilda, but the picture of her teacher's dad was like, Matilda made it act like come alive. Like, it was like that big creepy picture and like the same frame and everything. So they were not black people. Okay, so they were not black people. I don't know if she was Spanish or white, I don't know. But they were not black people. Okay, that's my dryer. So yeah. And like, I know this about him. Like, he does love women that are like really, really like not just your average black American women. Before me, his baby mama was like Spanish, like real Spanish. And then like, you know, me, I'm Caribbean and I'm a fantasy girl on top of that. So like, yeah, he likes his women highly different. So it wasn't really that shocking to me. It kind of was like, oh, okay, you're going back to your roots. So, you know, back to the Spanish white women that you like. Okay, cool. But yeah, so she pulls her gun out or whatever, y'all, and she puts it on the table. And me and my friend looked at each other. We just kind of like chuckled. And like, she went back upstairs to like do something, right? And my friend looked at me and she was like, my friend looked at me and she was like, girl. She was like, girl. She was like, what the hell? She was like, girl, what the hell? Girl, she pulling her guns. Oh my gosh, she pulling out guns, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm crying. Okay. She was like, girl, she pulling out guns and stuff. I don't know about this. And she knows me. She's like, girl, you know you are hot-headed and stuff. Yeah, because you will pull a gun out, like it's not going to phase me. I'm from Florida. Like, baby, I'm running into the bullet. pull it out and I'm running into the bus. So she was like, girl, I'm not ready for all of this. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm chilling. Like, just relax. I'm here for information. We talked about this the whole way here. I'm here for information. So she comes out and she brings, like, she gets us some chips and stuff. You know, she turned out as cool as she was. She turned out to be a cool person. So we get there, whatever. She pulls out chips and stuff and, you know, drinks or whatever. I ain't drink nothing from her, but them chips was in a closed bag. So I know she, you know, they like to poison people. And, you know, they kids like to kill their parents and stuff while they sleeping. So I wasn't drinking anything, like, no. So yeah, so we're on the couch and she's just talking, and at this point we're comparing timelines and stuff, right? So she was telling me some stuff or whatever, and what stands out, what I can remember because it happened so long ago, what stands out was, it was one time we was talking, and I know that he had hit me up around Valentine's Day, because one thing he didn't do, he didn't forget a holiday, like Valentine's Day, my birthday, Christmas. If I could have had a gift on Mother's Day, baby, it would have been, I would have got a gift on Mother's Day, even not being a mother. Like, he did not play with me for gifts. Like, it didn't even have to be a holiday. This man was just bringing stuff home, like, here, babe, da, 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 you know. So it happened to be Valentine's Day, and I wasn't as calm as I am today talking about the situation. So, you know, he went out to do like his own thing, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But she tells me that she went through his phone. Y'all, went through his phone like I did. I'm gonna tell y'all that story. But she said she went through his phone and she found that he was texting another girl. Which, when we compared the stories, y'all, turned out to be the same girl who I found out it was that he was texting. So it was a lot of aha moments that was happening. Like, you know, just sitting there like, you know, just talking, just chopping it up. And again, I had a goal. I needed closure and information. So she tells me, she was like, oh, you know, I reached out to her, you know, just like I did you. And I called her over or whatever, and we linked up. And she was like, oh, so what we did was I had her call him to meet her, and he had given her, she said he had given her a Valentine's Day gift. In the daytime, he had given her a Valentine's Day in the daytime, and so she had her call him nighttime, and he had just given her a Valentine's Day gift. Girl, when I tell y'all, she said they got the same gift. I'm crying. Throw the whole dude away. Throw him away. Throw the whole one away. She said they got the same gift. The same gifts. So she was like, they got into like, she drove up because she has a truck too. And I think with her, I'm gonna tell y'all after this or whatever, but she was like, she drove up like to the place, right? Where, like, the place where he was at. And his friend, like his crackhead friend Chris was there. And I had to call him a crackhead friend because I ain't like that. I don't like to judge people like that. But that he called his own friend that. So I'm gonna call him that for the purpose of the video. But he was like, no, she was like, oh, his crackhead friend Chris was there, and he walks up to the car, and he didn't know that old girl was in the car too. So she puts the window down and jumps out of the car. And he's like, he's spooked, like his face turned white, ghost face. Like, bitch, I wish I was there. Like, I wish I was there to see it. I would have been rolling. Like, So she was like, oh, she gets out of the car and, you know, rah, 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 rah. They arguing back and forth to the point. And, like, so the other girl, like, I'm from the hood, but the other girl is like, I don't want to say this and sound like a stereotype people. But a spade is a spade. Like, she was the hood of the hood. Like, she was one of those hood girls that grew up in her hood, never moved out of her hood, and stayed in that hood. Probably had a whole bunch of kids, you know. And when I saw they text messages, I seen something about kids too, which pissed me off even more, because now at this point it's like, are you saying that you have kids with her and then you not taking care of them? Yeah, but that's another story for another video. I'm gonna tell y'all that. But yeah, you know, one of those type of like real hood girls, nothing to lose, nothing to gain, no aspirations, nothing. Like, you ask her what her goals is, to get a man. Yeah, that type of hood girl. So they was out there like ready to bump. She was like, oh, he had done pull his gun out, and I'm like, y'all got a whole bunch of guns and stuff going on around here. Like, damn, I kind of dodged the bullet. Shit. Ugh, I gotta edit that out. But no, so listen, y'all. So she tells me that, whatever, and then she was like, after that, I guess he got in his truck and he took off. So after that, they went, she was like, oh, we went out and we spent Valentine's Day with each other. And then they ended up having sex with each other. And so I'm like, wait. I said, so you found out that he was cheating with old girl. You hit old girl up. Y'all both confronted him. Then you took old girl out and then y'all had sex with each other. Y'all spent Valentine's Day with each other. She like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you was a different breed. Wow. Tell me more. So she was like, mind you, she was like, okay, so, oh, he came and he was doing some work, on the house or whatever. This is how we met, because I was intrigued. I'm like, so how did y'all meet? She was like, he came in, he was doing some work on the house. This was, I guess, when the dad was alive or whatever. He came and did some work on the house or whatever, and she was like, she would be looking, you know, while he's working and stuff, you know, how not us they are, you know, they see a black man out there working in the sun, sweating and muscles glistening. First of all, I wanted to snatch her up real quick, like, girl, I don't care about your gun being over there, first of all. But I was like, you know, girl, you over there, you here for information, we got a bigger goal, like, okay, yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. She was like, oh, so, you know, she approached him like they all do, girl, approaching. Anyway, she was like, she approached him or whatever, was like, you know, she gave very much sugar mama vibes. She gave sugar mama vibes, you know, and him being freshly put out, nowhere to live, nowhere to sleep. You know, the fact that he saw an opportunity and took it with no place to sleep. You know, I I would have did it too. So I was actually proud of him, because y'all know what I do. I'm an old hoe. Like, y'all know I done came from the streets and I done elevated and did different compartments of hoeing ship. So he done been with me a lot of, like, on my journey, part of my journey on my hoeing ship. So he know, like, he know some game. He know a little bit of game. Yeah, so she was telling me, you know, that once because his thing was, you know, he wanted to, and still to this day, he wanted to be with me. And he wanted me to be one of those docile, you know, have nothing to live for, simply waiting at home for a man type of hood ass biatches. And I'm not that. I've always been ambitious, had goals, drive, and a temper. Oh wow, my temper, y'all. I have calmed down a lot, y'all. I have calmed down so much, even to the point to where it shocks me. But yeah, I've calmed down so much. So it wasn't any type of pullback on my end for him to come in and tell me sweet nothings for me to be involved. So, you know, he had to make a way, and he found a way. And once he got in, you know, that's when he was trying to make her me. But she's not me, and that's what I was telling her. Like, you should be okay with that. Like, you're not me. He can't tell you to go get makeup and have you make yourself up to look like me, or to embody what I give, because, you know, I'm a gem amongst rocks. I'm a you know, a rare gem at that. And, you know, it's not easy to mimic what my aura projects, and that's really what he was trying to duplicate. So yeah, you know, she was telling me those stories or whatever, and then she was telling me stories about how they ended up having to go to the clinic, and how she had ended up catching something, BD, vaginosis, y'all. At the time, I was rolling. I was on the floor, like, laughing, kicking, you know. But I don't want to say, like, laughed at her expense, but I was just laughing at just the situation in its entirety, because it was very ironic of the things that was happening. Yeah, it was during my relationship with him, which luckily at the time, we weren't having as much sex as we used to, which I bring up the fact of, because at the time we weren't using protection, and you out here, okay. And yeah, she was telling me that, which was unfortunate. She was like, you know, I had to pay for treatment and stuff like that. He didn't want to pay for treatment, but he wanted to take me out to a restaurant and pay for dinner. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That actually does sound like him, because he's good for paying for a dinner. If you thought that was weird enough, it turns out that she too was into spirituality and into crystals and stuff like that. Because now at this point, she wanted to show me around, you know, her amazing house and all of this stuff, and how she said she was going to give him this house, and we were gonna move into this house together, and I was going to invest in his businesses and put my trusts and stuff, money into his businesses, and we were gonna conjoin them and be this great power couple, money making couple, and all of this. And I'm like, we're here for a bigger purpose. We're here for a bigger purpose. So calm down. Don't do too much. We're here for a bigger purpose. So yeah, you know, she's showing us around the house, whatever. And then, you know, that's when I seen the crystals and stuff. And automatically when I see stuff like that, other people who do spirituality, I automatically get in the defense mode, especially spiritually, because um people do things out of hurt, out of vengeance, um and stuff like that. So I just personally, like, I'm always going to defend myself, and before I have to really mess somebody up physically and spiritually, I just rather not even have any associations and dealing. So that already put me at odds with things. That's where things for me started to turn, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe we should start getting up out of here. The gun didn't scare me as much as the spiritual stuff that she indulges in. But yeah, she was like, oh, come look at my microdermabrasion machine and all of these other things. And then she started getting really frisky and very touchy and very feely, very white girl drunk. And oh my God, oh, I'm gonna go get you guys some more chips. So when she did all of that, at that point, I was just like, okay, girl, I know you said you was ready to go like 2 hours ago. I done heard all the stories that I needed to. I done talked this girl ear off. She done told me everything she could possibly tell me. Details of the vaginosis and the treatments. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, because now she trying, I don't know what she think this is, Damon. I don't know what she think this is, Damon. But, Aaliyah, grab your stuff. Let's go. Let's go. It's time to go. Okay? I don't know what she thinking, Damon. So yeah, you know, pretty much at that point the night was over, and I just left. I never talked to her again, which was funny. And I know they spoke again and they talked about our encounter and stuff like that. But I never really brought it up to him, but aside from, you know, just letting him know, like, dude, you need to keep your hoes in order, like keep them in check, because they're reaching out to me telling me about your foolishness. Like, get it together. Get it together. You know? This is not that. This is not that. It's not. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time that I have for y'all. And once again, those of you who are new visiting this channel for the first time, I hope you guys feel welcome enough to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications. And to my love bugs, y'all know I love y'all so much. Smoochy, smoochy, smooches. And I'll see you guys next video. Later.